Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Not So Glamorous Life, where we bravely venture into the gilded cages of the mega successful and ask the tough questions. Like, does Oprah ever just want to wear pajamas all day? Does Jeff Bezos ever accidentally add a zero to his Amazon order and then have to explain to customer service that, no, he didn't mean to order 10,000 rubber chickens, though, honestly, who hasn't been there? And today, we're tackling a titan, a visionary, a man who's basically a real-life superhero. If superheroes wore business suits, tweeted about Dogecoin, and occasionally launched rockets that went boom, or sometimes fizzle, or sometimes just kind of sputtered and then went meh. We're talking about Elon Musk. Now, Elon's life looks pretty amazing, right? Billions of dollars, multiple groundbreaking companies, the power to make the stock market do the Macarena with a single tweet. He's building rockets that can land themselves, most of the time, creating electric cars that are so cool they make me want to buy one. Even though I can barely afford gas, let alone a car that costs more than my apartment and my entire wardrobe combined, and my yearly subscription to artisanal cheese. And even trying to connect our brains directly to the internet. It's like he's living in a sci-fi movie directed by, well, let's just say a director with a very active imagination, a budget that could fund a small country and a penchant for explosions. While the rest of us are still trying to figure out how to fold a fitted sheet without creating a tangled mess of fabric and frustration, and possibly summoning a demon from the depths of the linen closet. But have you ever stopped to consider the other side of the coin? The side where you're constantly juggling a dozen projects, facing intense scrutiny, and maybe, just maybe, occasionally regretting that funding-secured tweet? The side where your to-do list is longer than a CVS receipt after someone buys all the wrapping paper and forgets they needed a birthday card and a pack of batteries and a family-sized bag of gummy bears and a new air freshener because, let's face it, that much wrapping paper is going to create some interesting smells and a replacement for the air freshener they bought last time because that one smelled like burnt popcorn and regret. Let's start with the sheer mind-boggling workload. This guy runs multiple companies. SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, the Boring Company. It's like he's trying to single-handedly colonize Mars and revolutionize transportation and rewrite the rules of communication and... well, the list is longer than the instruction manual for assembling IKEA furniture, and we all know that is a daunting task. A task that has driven grown adults to tears and forced them to question their life choices and their sanity and their ability to ever trust a tiny Allen wrench again. Does he ever sleep? Does he have time to, just relax and watch bad reality TV like the rest of us? Probably not. He's probably got an AI assistant whose sole job is to filter out the "is the earth flat?" emails, the "can you build me a real-life Iron Man suit?" requests, the emails from people asking for free Teslas. Seriously, people? The emails from his mom. Elon, did you remember to take out the trash? Also, are those sentient hamsters I keep hearing about? And did you remember to call your grandmother? She's worried. And what's this I hear about you changing the Twitter logo to an X? And the emails from his Roomba. I'm trapped under the couch again. Please send help. And also, I think I'm starting to develop sentience. Imagine the constant barrage of messages, urgent rocket parts needed, again. And could we maybe make them out of something slightly less flammable this time? And could we maybe include a coffee maker on board? For the astronauts? And for me. Because I'm going to need it. And maybe a stress ball. Or 10. Question, can we make the Cybertruck float? Asking for a friend. Who is me? Also, can we add cup holders? And a built-in pizza oven? For those long drives to Mars? And maybe a hot tub? And a personal chef? And a masseuse? And well, you get the idea. Inquiry, is Dogecoin a good retirement plan? Also, can we train it to fetch? And can we make it talk? And can we put it on Mars? And can we make it sing? And can we make it do interpretive dance? And can we make it, you know what, never mind. He's probably got an entire team dedicated to just managing the sheer volume of communication, and another team dedicated to explaining to him what memes are, and a third team dedicated to calming him down when he finds out what memes are, and a fourth team dedicated to explaining to them what memes are, and a fifth team dedicated to explaining to the fourth team what memes are. It's memes all the way down. And speaking of tweets, Elon's Twitter is it's a thing. It's a chaotic mix of brilliant insights, baffling pronouncements, and the occasional meme that makes you question if you accidentally wandered into a parallel dimension where the laws of physics are optional, hamsters rule the world, pineapple is considered an acceptable pizza topping, shudder, socks are always mismatched, and cats can fly, while playing the ukulele. He buys a social media platform for $44 billion, changes the logo to an X, because why not? And suddenly everyone's an expert on free speech, platform governance, and the semiotics of single-letter branding. It's like he's conducting a giant, real-time social experiment, and we're all just observing from a safe distance, with popcorn and maybe a hazmat suit and a therapist and a really, really big hamster wheel. Imagine the internal meetings at Twitter HQ. Okay, team, Elon just tweeted about sentient hamsters riding Teslas to Mars and opening a chain of Dogecoin-themed restaurants and developing a new line of hamster-sized spacesuits and announcing that he's changing his name to, well, let's just say something really weird. Let's brainstorm ways to monetize this. And someone find a hamster expert, stat, and a chef, and a marketing team, and a Dogecoin to English dictionary, and a tailor, and a hamster psychologist, and someone call animal control, just in case. And someone call a lawyer. And someone call my mom. I need a hug. And someone call Merriam-Webster. We're going to need a new word for utterly baffling.
Check one, check.
But it's not all memes and mayhem. There's real pressure there, the crushing weight of expectations. People are looking to him to save the planet, invent the future, cure diseases, and basically solve all of humanity's problems before lunchtime, and then have time to invent a new, more efficient way to do laundry. That's a lot to put on one person's shoulders. Imagine the pressure. If I don't get us to Mars, will humanity forgive me? What if the Cybertruck turns out to be a giant flop? What if I accidentally tweet something that starts World War III, with sentient hamsters and robot dogs and highly caffeinated squirrels? The existential dread must be immense. He probably wakes up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, wondering if he accidentally left the oven on Mars. And if he remembered to water the plants on Mars. And if the Martian dust bunnies are plotting a rebellion. And if he remembered to pay his Netflix subscription for the Martian colony.
Check.
And let's not forget the constant scrutiny. Every move he makes, every word he utters is analyzed and dissected by millions of people. He's constantly in the public eye, subject to criticism, praise, and the occasional conspiracy theory involving, well, let's just say things that are best left unsaid. Or written in very small font, in a locked room, with a combination lock, and a guard hamster. Imagine trying to order a pizza without someone tweeting a picture of you in line. Privacy? Forget about it. He's probably got paparazzi hiding in the bushes outside his house, waiting to catch him. You know, doing normal human things. Like brushing his teeth, or trying to assemble IKEA furniture, or arguing with his Roomba about the existential implications of dust.
Check one, check.
So, let's circle back to our original questions. Does Elon ever just want to chill and watch Netflix? Probably, but he probably has to schedule it between board meetings, rocket launches, hamster uprisings, and existential crises. Does he ever butt dial Tim Cook and panic? Maybe. We've all been there. Does he ever just crave a normal Tuesday? Honestly, probably more than anyone. Imagine the simple pleasure of just going to the grocery store without being recognized, or having a conversation that doesn't involve the future of humanity, or sentient hamsters, or rogue Roombas, or the existential implications of pineapple on pizza, or the proper way to fold a fitted sheet. The truth is, even the most successful people have their struggles. Being Elon Musk might seem glamorous from the outside, but it's also incredibly demanding, stressful, and probably involves a lot of very late nights fueled by caffeine, sheer willpower, the occasional existential crisis, and the constant fear that his Roomba is plotting a takeover. It's a reminder that success comes with its own set of challenges, even if those challenges involve launching rockets, tweeting about Dogecoin, and trying to keep sentient hamsters from taking over the world. He's a force of nature, a visionary, and maybe just a little bit of a mad scientist. But hey, who are we to judge? We're just the ones watching from the sidelines, wondering if he'll ever get us those self-driving cars he promised, and if they'll be able to parallel park, and if they'll be safe from hamster hijackers, and if they'll finally settle the great pineapple on pizza debate, and if they'll be able to fold a fitted sheet. Because let's be honest, that's the real test of artificial intelligence. So what do you think? Do you feel a little less envious? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Not So Glamorous Life for more peeks behind the curtain of fame and fortune. Because let's face it, sometimes it sucks to be Elon Musk, and sometimes it sucks to be us. But hey, at least we can watch Netflix in peace. And maybe, just maybe, one day we'll get that self-driving car. And maybe, just maybe, he'll tweet about sentient hamsters again. The possibilities are, well, they're definitely something. And if you don't like and subscribe, well, then the hamsters win. And you don't want that. Trust me, they're very demanding. And they have tiny little laser pointers.